Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to do a kind of chit chat get ready with me. So I couldn't think of a video to film. I've been kind of in a creative rut, so I thought, well, let's just get ready together. So I have all my makeup down here. I have no idea what I'm doing, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. First, I'm gonna get my hair out of my face. Ugh, I went yesterday and got my extensions moved up, and they're like all in different places now, and it kind of hurt. I have some like right here that are just really tight. I mean, you want them tight when you get them moved up, but she kind of never puts them in the same spot as they were the last time, just because she wants to give the hair a little bit of a break. So she moves them all around, and now they're in new spots, and it just, I'm not used to them yet. But I'm still loving the tape-in extensions. I definitely recommend them to anyone who wants to get a weave. So I'm going to be going in with my Jaclyn Hill palette. I have not put this down since I got it. I did take it on vacation with me, and it was the only palette that I used. I guess I need to prime my lids. I did already do my eyebrows upstairs just because it takes me a while, and like I said, I have better lighting up there, so I did go ahead and do them. I am probably gonna have to touch them up a little bit. I did moisturize my face already and put on my serums and do all my skincare, so yeah, I do want to kind of prime my eyes. I'm just gonna use concealer to do it. As you can see, my face is so much lighter than my neck because I wear SPF outside, and we were in Key West, and I went to the beach for like an hour, and I got so burnt. And I do have like a ton of lotion on, but my skin is actually peeling. It's really gross. And I used sunblock. I used SPF 50, and I still got burnt. So my face is super white compared to the rest of my body, so I am going to be using a darker foundation. Now, I had this when I had a super dark spray tan, so I'm hoping it still matches. If not, I will be going and getting another spray tan just so it will. But I'm just waiting for my skin to stop peeling because dry skin and spray tan just never go well together. Okay, I'm just going to set that with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder just so it's not so tacky when I go to put other shadows down. That's the only thing I don't like about this Jaclyn Hill palette, is that it doesn't have a matte light color to kind of set all over the lid. Or if you want more of a matte brow bone shade, it doesn't have that. That is really my only issue with the palette. Other than that, I freaking love it. I'm going to try and scoot up so you guys can see. I really need to get my chair that I used upstairs down here because it's kind of it is adjustable, and it makes it a lot easier to use. Besides this one is my husband's drum throne. They call it a throne, but it's basically the seat you sit at to play drums, so it's not really adjustable, or if it is, I cannot figure it out. Alright, I want to go for a more warmer look, so I'm going to go in with this shade here, and this is MFOE. Yeah, MFEO, made for each other, right here, and we're just going to kind of blend that all over the crease with a fluffy brush. And these shadows, I love them. They blend so easily. They're very pigmented. I've had no issue, except for maybe some of the shimmers if I don't use a really good primer, like an actual real eye primer. They do tend to fade throughout the day, but the majority of the time I use this palette, I was in Key West, and it was like humidity of 1,000, and like it was 100 degrees outside, so that may not have helped things along in that sense. So I'm going to keep playing with it here, but that's the only thing I noticed, but that could have been from my sweat. But as you can see, this just blends so nicely. So I just want this pretty blown out and diffused, so I'm just blending it up and out. Next, I'm going to go in with this shade here, and this is called Pooter. Don't mind my broke mirror. It used to have suction cups on it, but it don't no more. And I'm just going to go ahead and work that on the outer V area, and then when I have a little bit left, I'm just going to blend it more so into the inner corner. So I'm thinking of filming an anti-haul because I am on a strict no-buy pretty much until fall. I refuse to buy anything that's coming out at all. I don't want to spend any more money on makeup. I have so much I don't use already. So I really want to be more vigilant with using what I have instead of buying more. So on that note, with the no buy, I figured maybe I should do a anti-haul. Is that something you guys would want to see? Like, are you interested in that? If you are, let me know down below, because there's quite a few new products coming out that I am just not gonna get. And I'm just going back over everything I just did with my Makeup Forever 242 blending brush. This blends out so amazingly. It's my favorite brush to just go in with clean and blend out everything and just make it really blown out. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this shade here. This is called Mocha, and I'm just gonna put this on the outer V area just to give it a little bit more dimension. So I'm really excited. I'm supposed to get my braces off in less than a week, and I like legit can't wait. Like, you know, on Christmas when you're a little kid and you know Christmas is like a week away or a few days away, and you're just so excited to go to bed every night because it brings you one step closer. That is me. I don't know, I'm trying to decide which of these three to go in. I like that. That's Faint, that's Sissy, and that's Little Lady, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna go in with Sissy, which is this pretty I just dug my nail into that. Jesus help me. I'm gonna go in with Sissy, which is a pretty rose gold with kind of a duochrome shift. It's like a pink with a gold shift in it. It's really pretty. So I'm gonna go with that. I need to find my Forte 2 brush. That one, the inner third. I was thinking about going in with some Fix Plus, but I kind of like that it's not really intense. Sometimes I don't want a really intense shadow. This is a really pretty duochrome color. I really like it. I don't know why I haven't played with it before. So if you guys were following me on Snapchat, you know we went to Key West on vacation. Like, just me and my husband, no children, and we had such a good time. It was so nice. Like, I honestly want to move there. Like, we got married there, and that's kind of like our vacation spot. It's usually where we go every time we go on vacation. We really need to pick somewhere else, but we just love that place so much. It's so low-key and just great vibes and just so chill and relaxing. Like, it's not, I mean, you can party there, don't get me wrong, but it's not like party area like Miami where you're going to the club or whatever. It's like just chill bars that you sit at and have a drink, and it's like the cool breeze, and there's so much US history there, and I'm like a huge history buff. I love history, so I love that aspect of it. We both keep saying like that's where we want to move, and we were looking at houses down there, and like even the cheapest houses, like the cheapest like one room little house, it's like $500,000, and we're like, well, don't know if that's gonna happen. Maybe if we sell our house and our children and buy like a boat, we can just live on the boat. But I don't know, we really, that's kind of our goal, is to live down there. And we don't necessarily have to live on Key West. Like, there's the other, you know, the actual keys, the islands that go down. So we were even thinking like Isla Mirada or Marathon, you know, something. We just want to live in southern Florida, like not Miami, like that is not our scene, but definitely like in the Keys area. So maybe one day, maybe. If you've never been there, I highly recommend it. It is such a beautiful, beautiful place. It's serene. Like the Dry Tortugas, if you do go there, go to the Dry Tortugas. It's like a 2.5 hour boat ride. It's like 70 miles offshore, like west of Key West, but it is the most beautiful place I have ever been in my entire life, and the snorkeling there is the best snorkeling I have ever done. Like, I freaking adore that place. Like, I will insert a picture somewhere of like an overhead view of it. It's an old military fort from like the Civil War, I want to say, and that has so much US history there as well. But it's also beautiful, and it's like abandoned, so it's like kind of creepy too. Like, I love it. I love it. And if you go there, go see Robert the Doll. If you want to be freaked the F out, go see Robert the Doll. I feel like I lost a little bit of my outer V shade, so if I can find my brush, I do want to go back in and deepen that up. Actually, I'm going to use this itty bitty Sigma brush, which is like my favorite little detail brush from Sigma. It's from the Performance Eye Kit, E36. I love this brush, but I'm just going to deepen that up. I'm like doing all this makeup and I literally have nothing to do but make me and my husband dinner because my kids aren't home, so I have nothing to do. Sometimes I just miss home because like all my friends and family are back home, and you know, up here it just gets really lonely because I have friends up here, but you know, they're busy and they have their lives, and it's not like, I don't know, like if I was at home I would just show up at my mom's house and be like, yo, can I get some coffee? But you know, it's kind of lonely being away from home. Even though you have your friends, nothing is like home. And like back home, I'm from Southern Maryland, and it's very Southern down there, like as in hospitality. Like everybody's so nice and friendly, and like people hold doors for you, and a stranger will just ask you like, hey, how's your day going today? And I'm more up north, and people like just don't do that up here, and they're just, you know, they're a little bit tougher and more rugged, and it took me a while to get used to that. Now I'm used to that. When I go home and somebody's like holding the door for me, I'm like, what do you want? Like I'm turning into a northerner. But I just miss back home. Like my entire family's there, and you know, that's where all my kids' family is, and you know, we want to move home. Like we've been kind of trying, and my husband's job, like they have a company down there. Like he doesn't just build drums, like he has another job as well. And they have a company down there, but they are not letting anyone transfer right now. And they have a job opening and they wanted him, but his job here said no. So we are stuck up here till further notice. Alright, so Lancome, even though these boxes are busted, so I'm just going to take them out of the boxes. Lancome sent me two things through Octoly to try out, and they sent me their Grandiose Liner, which looks like this, and then they sent me their Grandiose Mascara. So these two, I love how bougie the packaging looks. Like, just look at the roses at the top. Like, I love this packaging. And the cool thing about the liner is it bends, so you can like get an angle. But the only problem is it is a liquid liner, and I've been using it and I absolutely love it. It is the blackest, most matte liner I have personally ever used. Now granted, I'm pretty like selective, so there may be better ones out there that are matte and black, but I love this. It stays put. The only problem is I am so bad at putting on liquid liner. That's why I always stick to like the Kat Von D pen liner or the gel liner, because I make a mess with this. But I'm going to attempt to use it on camera. If it cuts off right here, it means it was a disaster and I had to get really close to my mirror to see it. But I really am liking this. Like I said, it is very black, very matte, and it is very easy to get a sharp wing. I make a mess with it because I'm just helpless like that. But I do really recommend this. And I mean, I really love the applicator and how it bends. So we'll see what happens here. I cannot talk and do this, so excuse me. Oh, and it does not transfer. Like once it dries, it's dried. It is not going nowhere. All right, that's about as good as it's gonna get. My lips are so freaking trapped. And I forgot to put this on. I've been using this Brazilian Kiss Capucho, I cannot say that, lip butter. It looks like this. It's from the Sol de Janeiro brand, which you guys know I am absolutely obsessed with. I've tried absolutely everything from that brand except for the shower gel, but this was sent to me by them just to use and try out, and I freaking love it. It's really big. Oh, it smells so good. I love it, but my lips are so chapped, and this It's got coconut oil in it, so it feels like super moisturizing. I just love it. I take it everywhere. And if they didn't send it to me, I was gonna buy it anyway, but thank you so much for sending this to me, Sol de Janeiro, because I love it. And Octilly. But I love that product. It definitely, like, it moisturizes your lips so well. I got like extra freckles on my lips from Florida, which annoy me. Like, who gets freckles on their lips? Me. But I definitely recommend this. Alright, so I'm going to put on the Grandiose Mascara. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. When you twist it, it like is a crooked wand. I think that's for when you're twisting it in, it kind of scrapes the edges, so it just keeps mixing up your mascara. Maybe it lasts longer. But I really like this. I don't have very good lashes, so anything that makes me look like I have lashes makes me happy. But I really like the formula. It doesn't cake up my lashes. It doesn't make them look like really spidery and yucky. But like I said, this was also sent to me from Lancome and Octilly to try out, and I have been trying it out. I really like it. It's not my favorite for the lower lash. That will probably always be MAC Giga Black Lash, but I am liking it for the upper lashes, especially to prep for falsies, because this is so black. They really blend in with the false lashes very well, but this adds like length and volume to it. It's not one or the other. It definitely is kind of like an all-in-one, and my best friend loves this mascara, which is, I was so happy to try this out. She's been telling me for years to try this out. Is what she uses, and I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of weird about mascaras. I just stick with what I know, and when I found out they were sending this to me, I got really excited. I don't know if I even wanted to attempt putting on lashes, but I kind of feel like I have to. I'm gonna attempt this off camera because it's probably not going to be pretty because I have no tweezers, and I almost think I left them in Florida in the hotel room, which would definitely be something I would do. I feel like I'm gonna jack this all up because I cannot do anything with fingernails on. Like, I'm completely helpless with fingernails. I need to get them taken off because I'm really over having my nails done. Like, no joke, I'm over it. So of course I'm using my House of Lashes lash glue. It is the only one I use. It is my favorite, and I just put lash glue all over my fingernail. That's gonna go really great when I'm trying to pop these bad boys on. You know when you're about to do something and you know it's gonna be a train wreck and everything in you says stop, don't do it, like don't, you're gonna regret it. I feel like that's happening right now and I should probably stop, but I'm a rebel in life, so. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So lashes on, it was touch and go there for a while, but we pulled through and we got it. Guess let's move on to the face. So like I said, I already put my moisturizer on and my like skincare serums, and what in the heck is on my arm? I don't know how, but I got eyeliner on my arm, only me. But I'm gonna go in with my Farsali Unicorn drops. Don't mind my nails, I need to get them redone so bad, but I don't know if I'm the only girl that this happens to or feels this way. I hate getting my nails done. I hate going to the salon. I hate sitting there and just, it's awkward. Like somebody's just holding your hand, like a man most of the time, for me anyway, and they don't really talk to you where I go, and there's not many like nail salons around to choose from. And there's one guy, the owner, he's like really nice, but everybody wants to go to him, so he's always booked. And occasionally I'll get him, and he'll talk, but the rest of the people like just don't talk. So it's really awkward, and there's like a major communication barrier, so most of the time I don't get exactly what I want, and then I'm the type that will not complain. Like I won't do that. I will like just either deal with it, or I'll go to another salon and like get something else. I know it's so stupid, but I hate complaining. Like even at a restaurant, if my food comes out wrong, I will still eat it. I don't know, I hate being that person. Like it just bugs me. But anyway, I hate going, so I dread it, and so I wait until like my nails are practically growing off my fingers to go. Is anybody else like that, or is it just me? Like I refuse to go get a pedicure unless somebody is with me, because that is so awkward. Like sitting in a chair where some like person is like all up in your feet. I don't know. And then I always feel bad, like there's somebody rubbing my feet, and I don't know. I just get weird about that social situation. It gives me a little bit of anxiety. So I really want to get my toes done, but I don't have anybody to go with me. I don't know. Struggle is real, people. Social anxiety is real. Primer. I'm gonna go in with my Milk Makeup Blur Stick. Really like this. Easy to use, quick. No complaint there. So I'm just gonna put that like basically all over. Especially right here is where I have a little bit of pores showing. I don't really have a problem with pores. Mainly ever since I started using like the Sunday Riley Luna oil and Good Genes. Like it's really helped my skin. I ran out and I need to get more. I do have a little bit of acne scarring here, here, and here from when we were right before we left for vacation. I think I got stressed out and I broke out, but my skin like cleared up and it was like amazing. My skin was so good on vacation, which is so weird because I was in a plane, and most of the time when you get in a plane, the cabin air dries out your skin. But probably with the 1,000-degree weather and humidity, I don't know, I feel like it just moisturized my skin, or maybe all the sweat helped. I don't know, but my skin, I had no breakouts on vacation. And another reason to move to Key West, I'll have better skin. I am just going to be pressing in that Milk Makeup Primer into the skin just to make sure it's nice and sunken in and blended out. Like I said, I'm super dark all over my body and my face is super pale, so I'm hoping this foundation will work. And I'm using, I got this right before vacation when I was super dark spray tan on, and I raved about this on my Instagram. I love it. It's the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Foundation. It has SPF in it and it works, obviously, because my face is pasty pale and my skin's dark. But mine is in 425 Bisque W, and it looks like this. I think I talked about this before, but I am really loving this foundation. I've used it with a beauty blender if I want a lighter coverage, and I've used it with a brush, which is what I'm going to do today. If I use it with a brush, I usually only do one pump because it is so full coverage. You really don't need any more than a pump. If you do, it will start to look very cakey and very mask-like. So you really don't need a lot. A little does go a long way, and I love it. Just gonna blend that in with a round top kabuki brush. I love the foundation. Like legit, I would put it on in the morning when we were in Key West, and we would walk around all day, go sightseeing, go fishing or whatever, and by the evening time, usually my husband is not one to wait around for me to get ready, so I usually didn't have a chance to, like, you know, clean my face off and put more makeup on and stuff, so I would just like add like more dramatic eyeshadow really quick while he like pooped or went fishing again or took a shower. And this just held up so well. I really didn't need to take it off and reapply. Like it didn't break up, and I mean I sweat. I mean I had sweat dripping down my face, and this stuff was like legit. It did not budge. It still looked good. It didn't break up around my nose, which is usually where foundations like to break up. You know, it covered all my blemishes. I didn't have to go in and color correct. I really love this, but like I said, if you use too much, it will look cakey. You only need one pump. Like I just did my entire face with one pump. Like if you want like full coverage, add another pump and you will get it. But it looks even, you know, prettier with I like to blend it down my neck because I am literally like 4 different colors on my body right now. And my ears, don't forget your ears, because that is not cute when your ears are like 3 shades lighter than your face. But I think that's a pretty good match. We'll blend a little bit down the chest just to make sure. Definitely evened it out, but as you can see, that is one coat. If you wanted more coverage, or even if you have like a couple spots you're unhappy with, just go over those spots with the foundation. Like here, I don't like that, so I'm gonna add like a tiny little dollop to the back of my hand, and I mean like tiny. I don't know if you can even see that, but I'm just gonna tap that right here over that blemish, and then tap here. If you want to like get fuller coverage, don't swipe or blend, kind of tap it in, and that lets you keep more of the coverage in that area. Like I love this because just with the one pump, it does give you a nice flawless coverage, but you know, I can still see my natural skin peeking through, which I really like. So definitely recommend this Lancome foundation like a lot. Like I like it better than my Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I've been using that for years, so that's definitely saying something. And I really like to go in and press my foundation in and make sure it's like really pressed into the skin and married together with that primer, and just makes it last so much longer. And now I'm going to go in and conceal, and I've been using the, it's so dirty, I'm using the Radiant Creamy Concealer from NARS in Custard. This is what I used the entire time on vacation. Honestly, every product I'm using right here, right now, is what I used on vacation, minus the liner and mascara. I forgot how much I loved this concealer. I have the potted ones, but I just thought that might be a little bit too heavy, even though they are fairly lightweight. I just didn't want anything too heavy for Key West concealer wise. And I got my Jaclyn nail palette dirty. I did so good with not getting it dirty. No. And I don't know where I put my makeup remover away. Oh, there it is. We're gonna clean that. Sorry. Forgive me. I literally traveled to the end of the United States and did not get this palette dirty, and I'm filming and get it filthy. We're all clean. We're good. We're good. Okay, time to blend. Just gonna press that in and blend it out. As I was saying, I forgot how much I love this concealer. It is really nice coverage. It is so creamy, like it says. It's not too matte, like it looks very skin-like. It doesn't crease on me. It doesn't emphasize any of my fine lines. Like, I love this freaking concealer, and I need to start using it a lot more. But I still love my Sharp. I always say that. Tarte Shape Tape. I love that, but I don't have a color that matches me right now, and as I said earlier, I'm on a no-buy, so I'm using products that I have, and I have NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, so that's what I'm using. Right, we're gonna a little bit there, and down the nose, and on the chinny chin chin. Oh, what can I say? I love concealer. I'm just going to use that same foundation brush to go and blend that out down my nose. Hopefully I'm not wiping off any of my eyebrow, because I'm known to do that. So, mom note, most people wouldn't care about this, I think, if you're not a mom, but our Walmart just got the grocery section where you literally order your groceries online and pay for them, and then you just pull up in a little reserved parking spot and they bring it out to you. And honestly, that is the best thing since sliced bread, in my opinion. Like, I'm so happy about that. Like, one of my chores as a wife and mother that I absolutely hate doing is grocery shopping. Like, I freaking hate grocery shopping. So the fact that I can literally do it on the comfort of my couch and then go pick it up, and it's so quick. You go there and pick it up. They even put it in your car for you. It's amazing. Like, it saves so much time. I'm so happy. We were gonna do the Amazon Fresh, and actually I need to cancel that membership before the money comes out, because we don't use it because the Walmart is just so much cheaper. I personally hate Walmart. I hate going into Walmart. It just stresses me out. Like, I legit either have a panic attack or want to stab somebody. Like, I can't stand Walmart. I hate Walmart. And the nearest Target or really, like, I guess, grocery store that has better pricing is literally in another state. And sometimes it's just not doable. So then I end up having to go to Walmart, and I'm not happy about it. But this just makes it so much easier. And it's not just groceries. Like, you can get your dog food, cat food, like home cleaning supplies, like anything that is on that site you can get. But anyway, you guys should check and see if you have it in your area, because it is amazeballs. But I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just gonna set under my eyes. I know I'm using a lot, but it is summer and I am going to be sweating, and for some reason in the summer my skin gets super oily, whereas in the winter it is so dry and parched. But I have to set it like this. I'm not letting it like sit a long time. I'm gonna go brush it off, but I get really oily in my chin area, which just is annoying. But we're gonna go ahead and brush that off already. I don't like to let it sit because I still am a bit drier in my under eye area, and it doesn't look cute when I let it bake for too long. And then whatever's left on the brush, I'll just kind of go around. This video is going to be so long, you guys, but I'm sorry. It takes me a really long time to do my makeup, like even simple makeup. It takes me a long time because I have one eye, and I really like to have somebody show me how quick they can do wing liner with one eyeball, because I've been blind for like 13 years now and I still haven't mastered being quick at it. So let me know. And people like to complain, you take so long to do your makeup. I'm like, okay, you do makeup with one eye then. Let me see how quick you are. Okay? Okay. I'm a little bitter about it. I've, through the years, I've been teased, believe it or not, a lot about my eyes. And people like to make ignorant comments about being blind, and they think it's funny. Or maybe it's a way that they kind of make themselves feel more comfortable about it. I don't know, because like I do like trip a lot, or I fall, or I have to look at my phone really close. Like, I can see far away, it's just up close, like, because of depth perception, it's a little bit harder for me. So I think people they feel uncomfortable about it, so they think, well, let's make fun of her. I don't know, it's stupid. But I'm starting, like, back in the day, I would kind of make fun of myself so that they couldn't. I'm like, I already made fun of myself, you can't do it now. But now that I'm getting older, I'm realizing how ignorant that is. And now I get kind of pissed off when people do it, and I will put them in their place, because it's not funny. Like, you wouldn't go make fun of someone that lost a leg or an arm. Like, why are you making fun of someone who lost an eyeball? So just because mine you can't really see, I don't know, it kind of annoys me. And I've worked with individuals with disabilities, so I legit can't stand when someone makes fun of somebody with a disability, and I've been in that situation. So I've had people, like, where I work make fun of me. But I'm gonna, as I'm talking, I'm gonna go in with the Bobbi Brown bronzer in Natural. But I've had people at my job, like, years ago, they thought it would be funny to blow up my schedule, like, really big, and highlight it, and then they wrote, "Can your blind ass see this now?" And they put it in my mailbox, and I was really mad, and I came out and I was like, who did this? And no one would own up. They all started laughing. They're like, oh, Jackie, it's a joke. But I didn't find it funny. Like, it wasn't funny. Number one, I was working at a veterinary hospital. That's kind of my profession. And, you know, I'm working with, you know, drugs and needles that have tiny units on it, which I could see fine. But they made it to where the doctors, I didn't want the doctors questioning whether or not I could do my job because I couldn't see. I mean, obviously I never killed anything, and I never made a mistake ever my entire career. But still, it's like, you know, it was just mean. And sometimes it's like, what, were you upset that I did my job better than you and I only had one eye? Like, I'm not sure. Those girls literally called themselves the mean girls, and which I never understood that. I don't understand why people like glorify being mean to other people. Like, I don't like people who aren't kind, and sometimes I can be unkind, but usually I'm pushed to it. Like, when I finally have enough, I can be like really nasty, but I will never be nasty to a stranger or someone I don't know or someone that has a disability. Like, you have to really do something directly to me for me to like go off on you. And I did get those girls back. It's an inside joke between me and one of the other girls that work there with me. She's like one of my best friends. They got theirs in the end, and it's something we all laugh about. But I worked there for 3 years, I think. I want to say 3 years. And I mean, there were so many times I literally went in the bathroom and cried. And I needed the job so bad to pay my bills and feed my children, and they were just so nasty. And I just remember the day I put in my 2 weeks was the best day of my life. And my cat and dog are like running around all over the place, so if you hear them, I'm sorry. But I guess the moral of the story is don't pick on someone's disability. I know that's like common sense, but you don't know how much they struggle with that themselves. Like, I always struggled with, what if I'm not good enough? What if I can't do the job? What if I do make a mistake? What if somebody's going to judge me? And then I had these girls there just basically telling me I wasn't good enough. And I would read things on the microscope, which I was very good at, and they would say, can you see that? How do you know you saw it? Like, somebody check after her. And they knew I could see it. They were just being mean. And then when new doctors came in, they'd be like, oh, just to let you know, Jackie doesn't see well. She's blind. And it was just like, why are you so insecure with yourself that you have to like throw me under the bus? And I was always nice to them. I just think they didn't like me because they thought I was stuck up or whatever, because they had kids and they would go out partying like all the time. Like, they would be like, oh, we're going here, we're going there, and their parents would watch their kids. And number one, my mom was not that mom that was raising my kids. Like, I had children very young, which I'm fine with because I thought I would never have children, and that's okay, and I'm very blessed. But I want to be home with my kids. So when I first started, they would invite me out like all the time, and I would just keep saying no. And I think they got like kind of crappy about that, like, oh, she thinks she's better and blah blah blah, which I didn't. Like, you do you, boy. You don't want to go home to your kid, don't go home to your kid. But I don't have someone, number one, that's raising my child for me. I'm doing it, and that is more important to me than going out and getting drunk. So take that with what you will. I don't know, but I think that's what started them not liking me. And then the fact that, yeah, I gave them attitude when they were mean to me. I didn't take their crap. But the one girl that was doing it was a supervisor, and then her friend was like the main supervisor. So I really had no one to go and tell. Like, there was no like HR department or anything. It was a very small place. So I don't know. It was such a hard time in my life, and I struggled a lot. Like, I was like, when I got home, I left it all there. Like, I was so happy to be home and see my kids, and then running up to me. They were little. They were like 1 and 2, and they would run up to me, mommy, and that was the highlight, is just coming home and having them run in my arms. So I didn't take it home with me, but I remember like driving to work and having such bad anxiety and sitting in the parking lot and like almost wanting to cry because I had to walk in there, and I knew the moment I walked in they were going to be mean to me. And like I said, there were times I went in the bathroom and just cried because I was so frustrated. Like, honestly, like legit, what I really wanted to do was go beat the shit out of them and like literally beat their faces in and punch them right in the face, but I couldn't because, number one, I'm scared to go to jail. I'm too little to go to jail. I would never make it. And 2, I needed my job. So yeah, and it was my first vet tech job, so I really needed it on my resume, you know, to show that I had training and that I did well. So if I wanted to go to another veterinary hospital, I needed a good reference. So anyway, that's the moral of the story. I've been teased a lot for my eyes and my disability, and it kind of really sucks. So don't do that to people. don't do it, because you're a jerk if you do. But anyway, now that I blended in my bronzer for like 20 minutes straight, we're going to go back down to the lower lash line. And I'm not going to do anything crazy. I just need a little pencil brush. And I am going to go in with this shade here. This is Butter. I really like this shade for the lower lash line. It's kind of like the shadow I've been going to do my lower lash line, no matter what the look is. I just really like it, and I think it makes like blue eyes pop. So I don't want a very dramatic lower lash line like I usually do. But anyway, I think people are mean, and if you don't conform to the way that they think or whatever, then they freak out on you and they hate you and they're hateful, but then they want to preach it about tolerance and peace and love, but heaven forbid you don't agree with them. And that's like in everything in this world. It's just so sad. Like, I just don't understand why people just can't be kind. And I like, especially with women, oh my god, women nowadays, like, Lord Jesus, the jealousy is ridiculous. Like, I see it in my personal life, I see it all over social media. It's just women being hateful towards other women, and it's like, just stop. Why can't people be happy for other people? Why do they have to be so hateful because they have something you don't, or you're different than them? Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, grow up, ladies, grow up. But now I'm going to go in with the Made for Each Other shade again and blend that out. But yeah, there's like people in my personal life that are just women, I guess. I don't even know if I want to call them a woman, because they're like a little girl child, and they're just so nasty to people. They're so hateful, and like, I feel like parts of me feel sorry for them. Like, God, you must be such a miserable person to have to treat other people that way and have like just such a hateful nature towards you. But then the other part of me is like, I wish somebody would slap you across the face and give you the ass whooping that you needed your whole life, because you're a nasty girl. And it's just such a shame that, you know, people have to be so cruel to other people. Like, I don't know. Do y'all know what I mean? Like, just be kind to each other. There's no need, like, to be mean. Like, kindness breeds kindness, so just be kind. But on the other hand, I've been dealing with kind of having to learn how to walk away from negative people and toxic people. And that's something basically me and my husband have actually been talking about, is getting rid of the people in our life that really don't matter and that are kind of ignorant to us and cruel to us, and, you know, really just not good people to have in our life. And it's really hard to do that sometimes, because me and him both are very loyal people and we don't like giving up. But sometimes, just for the sake of your sanity and your family, you have to learn when to walk away from a negative person and not allow them in your life anymore. And ever since I've done it, I'm actually happier. So whatever, you know, people suck. What can we say? Okay, so lower lash line's done. I need some mascara. Like I said, I really don't like this Lancome mascara for the lower lash line, but it's all I brought down here, and I am not walking back up those flights upstairs to my bedroom to get something else, because I, believe it or not, I've already done it at least 6 times and I'm not doing it again. So we're just gonna pop that in there. I don't know why I don't like it. I just feel like it, I don't know, it's so big for my little tiny lashes, and I make a mess. I feel like I can't get like close to the root and then like it's like a floating lash because it doesn't look like it's attached to the root. So I know I mentioned like a while ago that I was like on a weight loss journey because I gained so much weight being on a soft food diet from my jaw surgery, and I have actually lost like 12 pounds this last month doing like intermittent fasting. And I'm kind of doing like, it's called the Ketogenic Diet, which I kind of been on and off for the last year, being a type 1 diabetic. Ketogenic just means like 0 to no carbs, moderate protein and high fat. and I try not to eat a lot of carbs, not for weight issues, but basically because my body doesn't metabolize carbohydrates and it can kill me slowly. So I try to stay away from them. And looking deeper into that diet, I fell into intermittent fasting, and I've been doing that, and it's definitely made me feel better. I definitely like it, and ever since I started that, I have dropped quite a bit of weight, and I'm really excited about it. And I discovered keto coffee, or like bulletproof coffee, and I prefer that over any coffee I've ever had, like Starbucks coffee, anything. And I don't even add sugar to it, which is, or sweetener or anything like that, and I absolutely adore it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So I think I'm gonna do a lifestyle favorites, like not beauty, but just my lifestyle favorites. I don't know, we shall see. Okay, now blush and bronzer, and I think we're gonna be done. Finally. I'm gonna go in with my NARS blush in Luster. Looks like that. It's kind of a orangey peachy toned blush with some sheen to it. Really pretty on a tan, and for summer. Oh, and this makeup is like legit waterproof. Like I got in the pool, and it did not budge. It still looked good. I mean, I didn't go out after that, like, but it still looked good. And now I'm gonna go in with Becca Champagne Pop. Looks like this, just a really pretty champagne peach tone. I thought it would look pretty with the eye look. Oh, I haven't used this in a while, and I forgot how pretty it is. Right. Definitely forgot how much I liked Champagne Pop. So I'm almost hitting pan on it, actually. I don't know if you guys can see that dent in the center. Almost hit pan. I have like 4 backups, like not in this container, but like all the limited edition ones that came out that you thought there, you know, when there wasn't going to be another Champagne Pop coming out, so you bought them all and then they made it permanent. Yeah, those. I didn't highlight my brow bone. Forgot about that. I'm going to highlight my brow bone with Beam, which is the more yellow toned color of the 2 highlight shades. But oh, this is such a pretty color. And you know what? We're gonna pop that on the inner corner because I forgot about that too. So, other random chat, because I'm very random. My brain just kind of goes all over the place. I can't wait to go see Annabelle 2. I love horror movies, which I don't know why, because like I don't believe in ghosts, but I do believe in like spirits. And I know it doesn't make sense, but I kind of like, I am a Christian, so I, you know, base things off the Bible, and the Bible never talks about people coming back from the dead to haunt you. It only talks about heaven or hell, like you go to heaven or you go to hell. And a lot of theories believe that actual ghosts are demons, and they can basically pretend to be your loved ones so they can gain your trust and like get into you or your house or whatever. And to me, that's so much more scary than ghosts. And like, I kind of believe that's true. Like, I don't know, because I've had experiences like years ago, and it was so terrifying. Like, it scared me to the absolute core. And it was in my own house. It was when my son was born. He was still a baby, and it just scared the crap out of me. But anyway, that's what I believe. So I don't believe in like psychics and talking to dead relatives, because I don't think they're dead relatives. I think you're talking to a demon. That's just my personal preference. I don't mess with any of that stuff. I don't invite any of that stuff in, which is why I don't know why I like watching these horror movies, because like some people also believe like it's not good to watch that stuff because you're kind of inviting it. So I don't know, but I really want to go see it because I like getting scared. Like, it's kind of, I just like being scared. I don't know. But do you guys believe in ghosts? Like, what is your theory on ghosts? Do you believe ghosts are real? Do you kind of believe what I believe? Like, I actually went as far as to research it, aka YouTube, And there's so many videos that kind of solidified my theory and my belief, so you should definitely go look that out. Like, I have my I know it sounds so bad, but I have my liked videos set to private on here because I think you guys, if you looked at them, you think I'm freaking psycho from the stuff I look at on YouTube, because like I'm obsessed with like end of the world stuff and conspiracy theories and Illuminati, and y'all probably think that girl is crazy. Like, it's like conspiracy, Illuminati, are demons real, how to make buttermilk biscuits, how to make fried pork chops, Jaclyn Hill tutorial. You know, I'm a little bit all over the place. But anyway, now I need to figure out a lip color. I am sitting here trying to put my mirror on this because Jesus, take the wheel. Lips. So Lancome sent me, I know I talked about this in my last like try on haul type thing, but they sent me more of these matte juicy shakers. I guess they're not juicy, just matte shakers. And they sent me like 3 really pretty colors. One of them is like this one. What is this called? This one is 270 Beige Vintage, and it's a really pretty like mauve pink color. And then they sent me this bright color, and this is so pretty, but it's not going to match this look. And I wish I would have done something to match this look. But this is 186 Magic Orange, and it is like legit neon orange. It is not picking up on camera at all. Compared, like, this is like, it almost hurts your eyes to look at it neon. But again, these are very, very, very sheer but buildable, so if you want more pigmentation, you just keep layering. The next one I got is 272 Energy Peach, which I think, I don't know, I might go in with this one. I swear to God, nobody ever calls me until I film. But this is, like I said, it's Energy Peach, and I think I'm going to go in with this one because it's more, I have more peach on my face. But again, these colors are just not picking up, at least on my monitor. They might be picking up on camera, because my monitor is like, it's a bit crappy. Like it just isn't up to par. But these are the colors here that they sent me. I do have the red like cherry one, but they're just really pretty. And thank you again, Lancome, for sending me these. That was very, very nice. But you basically shake them up, and when you shake them, you open them, and then the product gets dispensed on this little, basically foam applicator, and they smell fruity. I like the smell, and I do kind of a sheer wash up color. Nothing too crazy. I kind of just put it on like almost like a popsicle lip, like in the center, and then I'll just go back in with my finger and blend it out. And I'm so upset with my lips right now because of the surgery. Like, they are so tight and like crooked, and everybody keeps telling me they're not crooked. They are crooked, but I'm still getting those steroid injections to kind of fix it. And then, where's my mirror again? If they don't fix it, then I have to get it cut out. And then possible lip filler. Just the lip filler would just go right here. It's not like a full lip filler. But I love these. These are like, it's almost like a lip stain, like the way I do it. I don't like to add a whole bunch. I just like a nice sheer bit of color. But that's what it looks like. It's kind of like just very natural, and I love it. I love these little things. I want to get more. And I can't wait to wear this orange one. Like, this one is so pretty. I just think I want to do like a very simple eye with like a really dramatic black wing liner, and then this will be like the statement. But I absolutely love these Lancome matte shakers. I love the juicy shakers too. Those are really awesome. But I'm really liking these matte ones too. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and set all this face with my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray and move her out the way. Let me tell you, this along with the foundation, your makeup isn't going anywhere. I'm telling you, That is the best setting spray I've ever used, and I've tried quite a bit, but Urban Decay All Nighter is like legit. It is the most legitest freaking setting spray ever. But anyway, this is the finished look. I hope you guys really enjoyed kind of randomly talking to me, chit chat, get ready with me. I hope you actually got ready with me, and wherever you're going, I hope you enjoy yourself, whether it be work or a date or whatever. I know I talked about such random things, but let me know down below any of the answers to the questions I asked you, and let's talk, because I'm lonely because I don't have my children. But anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.